had a couple of folks ask me what would happen if I wore green on the green screen in one of these videos. And here you can see it. I look a bit like one of the ghosts of Christmas past. It's a fairly light green, so it's not exactly what's behind me, but you can tell well enough. Doesn't work out too well when you wear your St. Patty's Day green in front of the green screen. The nice thing is that it is clear outside. We had some nasty storms go through last night, and I'll talk just a moment about some of the things that we learned about those storms. Over the course of the day, the current temperatures right now, and this is really kind of our highs for the day, 53 degrees Waxahachie, 52 Cleburne, 54 in Hillsboro, and 55 in Corsicana. And we're on the cooling trend, and we will continue to be on a cooling trend going forward. Overnight tonight, we will be in the mid to upper 30s across the area. Some of us could get closer to 35, 36, but I think most of us will be in the upper 30s range overnight tonight. Last night we got plenty of rain. Boy, you can really see through me there. We got plenty of rain last night. I almost don't even have to move a little bit. There we go. You can pretty much see through right there. Lucky enough for Corsicana, I should just do this all the time because my big belly isn't getting in the way. This is the amount of rainfall we had. This is a radar estimation, and I'm sure there are localized totals rather that are a little bit different than this, but about 0.5 inches, about half an inch in Corsicana, about 1/1500th in Hillsboro, 3/4 of an inch in Cleburne, and about an inch in Waxahachie. And you can see we're probably closer to 1.5 to 2 inches in the Ennis area there. But overall, it varies across our area how much rain you actually got. Now, the National Weather Service has come out today and said that they discovered and have concluded that there was a tornado in the Corsicana area last night on the north side of Corsicana. This was about 8 o'clock last night, and I do recall pointing out this area of rotation that we were watching, and I honestly did not see this as a tornadic circulation, certainly nothing significant, but there's a couple of things to talk about here. Number one, of course, yes, we do have that hook that we were watching as well. But the first thing is that some of the velocity data from the KFWS radar in the Burleson area were a little bit messy last night, so we weren't getting the clearest pictures. There's also the fact that this is farther away from that radar, so we're looking a little bit higher in the atmosphere. The second thing to actually note about this is the Emergency Management Office said that this was a storm, a tornado, where the damage was pretty intermittent, so there wasn't a whole lot of consistent damage. It looked like it was kind of off and on. It was in a small area, so it looks like the tornado that did touch down in northern Corsicana was just a brief spin up that it did do some damage, but it wasn't on the ground very long, wasn't very consistent. So the rotation that was there was not very well organized, was not very consistent, that kind of thing. So that made it a little less clear that we were looking at a tornadic situation. But that underlines the fact that anytime you have a rotation like this, you want to take that seriously and you want to take shelter. So we will continue to learn more about this situation, and I will continue to see what I can learn from it and hopefully get better in the future. We look at the water vapor here. It's drier in our area, but there are areas of moisture that will be pushing in. We will see some clouds over the next few days. No rain expected in the near future, but just enough from the jet stream from the southwest that we'll see some cloud cover here and there over the next few days. The next thing I want to talk about, though, is this big cold front. You see the front that moved through, bringing severe weather to Alabama and Florida there. This front here will bring another shot of cold air. I'm talking cold. We're going to get down to the freezing point over the next couple of days. We'll look at this now. Windy today. It was pretty breezy, and that north breeze kept us pretty chilly out there with highs in the low to mid 50s. Overnight tonight, 38 degrees for that low, 55 tomorrow, so we warm up a little bit. We have less wind blowing, but overnight tomorrow night, we get right down to the freezing point there. So low 30s. This isn't enough to mess with your pipes, but it is enough to mess with your sensitive plants. So keep that in mind. And Sunday, we are pretty cool in the upper 40s. Then we freeze again Sunday night. Monday, we start bouncing back on the upswing, 57 degrees, 41 Monday night. Tuesday, 61 degrees. And then we're back to the 70s. Wednesday, 75. Thursday, 78. with our next chance of rain coming in Thursday. So keep that in mind too. It looks like we're getting into this pattern, right, of mid to late week, seeing those systems coming through. But keep in mind that we will be looking at a couple of nights of freezing temperatures over the course of the next couple of days. So have a great weekend, and I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this St. Patrick's Day. And don't worry, next time I will wear something that will look a little bit better on the green screen. Have a wonderful weekend and be prepared for a couple of nights of freezing temps.